Welcome children in bio class. Children, today I am going to teach you turgidity, plasmolysis and flaccidity. So first you see what is turgidity. Children, when a cell is placed in hypotonic solution means a solution whose concentration is lower than cell size, then molecules of water diffuse into the cell through the cell membrane due to endosmosis. And due to endosmosis, the cell gets the water, and when water is coming inside the cell, see, this is the structure of the cell, and when it is placed in the hypotonic solution, then water molecules are coming into the cell because outside concentration is low, inside concentration is high, as the result of which you will see the cell wall of the cell has stretched out. It become like this. Cell wall of the cell has stretched out, and now this cell cannot accommodate any more molecule of water. Cell has come in fully distended form. So when fully distended form it has come, it cannot accommodate any more molecules of water. This state of equilibrium is called turgidity. Now water cannot enter into the cell, and cell wall has stretched outwards. So this is called turgidity, and cell is the turgid. Cell is turgid, and this is the turgidity. So once more you see what is the turgid and turgidity. When a cell reaches a state where it cannot accommodate any more water molecule, it means cell is in fully distended. Cell is in fully distended form. Cell wall has stretched outwards. Then this cell is called turgid cell, and this condition is the turgidity. And when cell has come in the turgidity, then pressure of the cell contents on the cell wall is called turgor pressure. So here what cell contents are present, they apply the pressure on the cell wall. So that pressure is called turgor pressure, and the cell wall also will exert pressure against the turgor pressure. So the pressure exerted by the cell wall on the cell content is called wall pressure. So children, you have to learn what is turgidity, turgor pressure and wall pressure. So turgid is a cell when has come in fully distended form. Cell cannot accommodate any more molecule of water. That cell is called turgid cell, and this condition is the turgidity. When cell is in the turgid or cell is in the condition of turgidity, at that time pressure of the cell contents on the cell wall is called turgor pressure. Pressure of the cell wall on the cell content is called wall pressure. So turgid cell is in the equilibrium. So you can say it is in somewhat balanced state. So why in the balanced state? Because no more water is entering into the cell or leaving it. So turgor pressure here counterbalance to the wall pressure. Means turgor pressure and wall pressure from the cell pressure from the by the cell content on the cell wall turgor pressure of the cell wall on the cell content is called wall pressure. So these two pressure, turgor pressure and wall pressure, counterbalance. Turgor pressure counterbalance the wall pressure. Therefore, there is no further absorption of water, no further movement of water into the cell. Next is the plasmolysis. So what is the plasmolysis? When a cell is placed in hypertonic solution, there a cell has taken and it is placed in hypertonic solution. Hypertonic solution means a solution whose concentration is higher than cell size. This cell is placed, and you see this is the cell wall and there is cell membrane. So when cell is placed in the hypertonic solution, outside concentration is higher, molecules of water from the cell move out. It means there is exosmosis. So when molecules of water from the cell move out, exosmosis will occur. Then cell membrane is withdrawn from the cell wall. So you will see this is the cell membrane that has withdrawn from the cell wall. So why cell membrane has withdrawn from the cell wall? Reason is water molecules from the cell diffuse out because outside was high concentration, in the cell sap was low concentration. You have studied in osmosis when two solution of different concentration separated by semi-permeable membrane, molecules of water move from their higher concentration to their lower concentration. So therefore there is exosmosis, molecules of water is moving out because cell wall is freely permeable, cell membrane is semi-permeable membrane, molecules of water is going out. So there is the contraction of the cytoplasm, means cell membrane withdrawn from the cell wall. Then this is called plasmolysis. This shrinkage, the shrinkage of the protoplasm from the cell wall is called plasmolysis, and this state of the cell is called flaccid. This condition is called flaccidity. So flaccid, the cell has become limp because cell is no more tight, because inside the cell their cytoplasm volume of it has reduced, therefore it is no more tight, it has become limp. So this is the flaccid cell or plasmolyzed cell, but shrinkage of the protoplasm is called plasmolysis. The condition when the cell content is shrunken and cell is no more tight, that condition of the cell is called flaccidity. So what is the flaccidity? Condition in which the cell content is shrunken and cell is no more tight. So that is called flaccidity. It is opposite to the turgidity. But this plasmolyzed cell, when we place into the water, so there is recovery, means reversal. It means the protoplasm again swells up, and when the protoplasm again swells up, they are pressing against the cell wall. So this recovery or the reversal of the plasmolysis is called deplasmolysis. So children, in this video you studied about turgidity, turgor pressure, wall pressure, flaccidity, plasmolysis and deplasmolysis.